Strategies of content marketing. What is content strategy? Content strategy refers to the management of pretty much any tangible media that you create and own. Reading, visuals, downloadable, you name it. Content strategy is the piece of your marketing plan that continuously demonstrates who you are and expertise you bring to your industry. You might have heard how important content creation is to the growth of your business, but as you will see throughout this post, it needs to have a well-planned purpose. When you develop a content strategy, there are a few questions to answer. 1. Who will be reading your content? 2. What problem will you be solving for your audience? 3. What makes you unique? 4. What content formats will you focus on? 5. What channels will you publish on? And 6. How will you manage content creation and publication? Now 1. Who will be reading your content? Who's the target audience for your content? For how many audiences are you creating content? Just as your business might have more than one type of customer, your content strategy can cater to more than one type of reader or viewer. Using a variety of content types and channels will help you deliver different contents to each type of audience you have in mind and engage everyone your company does business with. What problem will you be solving for your audiences? Ideally, product or services solves a problem you know your audience has. By the same token, your content coaches and educates your audience through this problem as they begin to identify and address it. A sound content strategy supports people on both sides of your product. Those who are still figuring out what their main challenges are, and those who are already using your product to overcome these challenges. Your content reinforces the solutions you are offering and makes your customer more qualified users of your product. What makes you unique? Your competitors likely have a similar product as yours, which means your potential customers need to know what makes yours better or at least different. This is where content comes in. In order to prove why you are worth buying from, you need to prove why you are worth listening to. What content formats will you focus on? What forms will your customers take? What form will your content take? Infographic, videos, blog posts. Having identified the topics you want to take a position on, you will need to determine which formats to budget for so you can best express that position. What channels will you publish on? Just as you can create content in different formats, you will also have different channels you can publish to. Channels can include own properties, such as your website and blog, and social media properties, such as Facebook and Twitter. We will talk more about social media content strategy in the step-by-step guide later in this course. How will you manage content creation and publication? Figuring out how you will create and publish all your content can be a daunting task. It's important for a content strategy to know who's creating what, where it's being published, and when it's going live. Why marketers need to create a content marketing strategy? Content marketing helps business prepare and plan for reliable and cost-effective sources of website traffic and new leads. If you can create just one blog post that gets a steady amount of organic traffic, an embedded link to an ebook, or a free tool will continue generating leads for you as time goes on, long after you click publish. The reliable source of traffic and leads from your evergreen content will give you the flexibility to experiment with other marketing tactics to generate revenue, such as sponsored content, social media advertising, and distributed content. Plus, your content will not only help attract leads, it will also help educate your target, prospect, and generate awareness for your brand. How to create content marketing strategy. Define your goal. Content personnel research. Run a content audit. Choose a content management system. Brainstorm content ideas. Determine which types of content you want to create. Publish and manage your content. Define your goal. What's your aim for developing a content marketing plan? Why do you want to produce content and create a content marketing plan? Know your goals before you begin planning, and you will have an easier time determining what's best for your strategy. 2. Conduct personal research. To develop a successful plan, you need to clearly define your content's target audience, also known as buyer persona. This is especially important for those who are starting out or are new to make marketing. By knowing your target audience, you can produce more relevant and valuable content they will want to read and convert on. If you are an experienced marketer, your target may have changed. Do you want to target a new group of people or expand your current target market? Do you want to keep the same target audience? Revisiting your audience parameters by conducting market research each year is crucial to growing your audience. Run a content audit. Most people start out with blog posts, but if you want to venture out and try producing other content pieces, consider which ones you want to make. For instance, if you have been doing weekly blog posts for the past year, creating an ebook that distills all your blog posts into one ultimate guide will be one way to offer information in different formats. We'll go over several different types of content you can use further down on the list. If you have been in business for a while, review your content marketing effort and the results from it in the last year by running a content audit. Figure out what you can do differently in the upcoming year and set new goals to reach. Now is a great time to align your team's goals with the rest of your organization goals. Choose a content marketing management system. Have a system in place where you can create, manage, and track your content, otherwise known as a content management system (CMS). A few vital parts of content management include content creation, content publication, and content analytics. A popular CMS is a WordPress, to which you can add free WordPress plugins for web forms, live chats, CRM access, email marketing, and analytics. 5. Brainstorm content ideas. Now it's time to start coming up with ideas for next content project. Here are some tools to get the wheels turning. Blog about. Get your mind gears going with Impact's unique content idea generator. Blog about. This tool works a bit like Madlibs, but instead of joke sentences, it shows you common headline formats with blanks where you can fill in the subject you have in mind. This brainstorming technique helps you put general ideas in context that will be appealing to your target audience. Once you have a headline you like, Blog About lets you add it to your notebook so you can save your best ideas. Feedly. The Feedly RSS feed is a wonderful way to keep track of trendy topics in your industry and find content ideas at the same time. Buzimo. Discover popular content and content ideas at Buzimo. This company offers a number of market research tools, one of which uses social media shares to determine if a piece of content is popular and well liked. In turn, this information helps you see which content ideas would do well if you were to create content about them. 6. Determine which types of content you want to create. There are a various of options out there for content you can create. In the following section, we'll discuss some of the most popular content formats marketers are creating, including some tools and templates to get you started. Publish and manage your content. Your marketing plan should go beyond the type of content you will create. It should also cover you will organize your content. With the help of an editorial calendar, you will be on the right track for publishing a well-balanced and diverse content library on your website. Then create a social media content calendar so you can promote and manage your content on other sites. Many of the ideas you think of will be evergreen. They are just as relevant months from now as they are today. That being said, you shouldn't ignore timely topics either. While they may not be the bulk of your editorial calendar, they can help to generate spikes of traffic. Type of content marketing: blog posts, ebooks, case studies, templates, infographics, videos, podcasts, social media. These are the 8 most popular types of content marketing you can create for your readers and customers. Blog posts. If Blog posts live on a website and should be published regularly in order to attract new visitors. Posts should provide valuable content for your audience that makes them inclined to share posts on social media and across other websites. We recommend that blog posts be between 1000 and 2000 words in length, but you should experiment to see if your audience prefers longer or shorter reads. 2. Ebooks. Ebooks are lead generation tools that potential customers can download after submitting a lead form with their contact information. They are typically longer, more in-depth, and published less frequently than blog posts, which are written to attract visitors to a website. Ebooks are the next steps in building an inbound marketing process. After reading a blog post such as this one, visitors might want more information. This is where calls to action CTAs come into play, directing people to a landing page where they can submit their contact information and download an ebook to learn more valuable information to their business. In turn, the business producing the ebook as a new lead for the sales team to contact. Case studies. Your opportunity Case studies are your opportunities to tell the story of a customer who succeeded in solving a problem by working with you. A case study is perhaps your most versatile type of content marketing because it can take many different forms, some of which are on the list. That's right. Case studies can be Case studies can take the form of a blog post, ebook, podcast, even an infographic. Your goal in a case study is to show the people who are considering your product that the proof is in the pudding before choosing a customer for a case study. You should determine which form the testimonial will take and the area of your business to which you're trying to drive value. Templates. Templates are a handy content format. Try because Try because they generate leads for you while providing tremendous value to your audience. When you provide your audience with template tools to save them time and help them succeed, they are more likely to keep engaging with your content in the future. Infographics. Infographics can organize and visualize data in a more compelling way than words alone. These are great content formats to use if you're trying to share a lot of data in a way that is clear and easy to understand. If you are ready to get started, get a template for creating beautiful infographics in less than an hour. Videos. Videos are highly engaging content medium and are shareable across social media platforms, websites alike. Videos requires a bigger investment of time and resources than written content, but as visual marketing increases in popularity after all, it's 40 times more likely to get shared on social media than other types of content. It's a medium worth experimenting with. Research recently found that video is the most preferred form of content. Video also captures people's attention more than any other content format. Social media. 7. Podcasts. Starting a podcast will help audiences find your brand if they don't have time or interest in reading content every day. The number of podcast listeners is growing in 2018. Nearly one third of the US population has listened to a podcast in the last month. If you have interesting people to interview or conversations to host, consider podcasting as another content format to experiment with. Here's a social media 8. Once you have been regularly publishing content on your own site for a while, it might be the time to start thinking about distributing your content on other sites. This could mean repurposing content into new formats and publishing them on your blog, creating original content specifically for external sites, or publishing websites, content on various social networks. Posting on social media, however, is a pivotal to amplifying your brand reach and delivering your content to other customers where you know they spent their time on. Social network on which businesses often post includes Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Snapchat, and YouTube. When launching a business account on any of the social networks above, it's important to post the type of content your followers expect to see on Instagram. For example, users want photos, videos, and graphics that reflect current events, show off user, generate content, or even go behind the scenes of your organization. On Facebook, your option for what to post open a bit. Not only can you share your blog posts and website content, but you can also post native Facebook videos, product promotions, and original memes that resonate with your customers. You can also interact with other businesses that have a similar audiences as your own. While the goal on social media sites like Instagram or Snapchat is to connect more intimately with your audience, your goal on platforms like Facebook and Twitter is to expand that audience, drive traffic towards your website, and start conversations in your industry. Do some basic market research to discover which platforms your buyers are on and mold your content to their expectations. It takes time, organization, and creativity to grow a successful content marketing strategy. From building the foundation of your content marketing plan to adding tools to better manage your content, setting up your strategy for the new year won't be a hassle if you follow the steps and explore the resources here.